YouTube, what's going on, baby? It's your boy Ron Real, aka Double R, back in the building, back with another video, back with another unboxing, or shall I say, product review. Today with me, we're gonna be going over the all new NewAir 840 count compressor humidor. I'm telling you guys, I've only had one other NewAir humidor, but I'm gonna go ahead and go out on the limb and say it's gonna be really hard to beat this one. You guys hang tight, stay tuned, we're gonna tell you about it. All right, so we're here with the all new NewAir 840 count compressor cigar humidor. I'm telling you guys, this is a fantastic unit. I've only been around the cigar review community for almost 2 years, so I haven't had the chance to review a lot of the previous models that they released, but I was able to review the 250 count cooling cigar humidor, and compared to this one, it seems like they've almost answered all the questions or the problems or things that I thought they needed to improve on the previous model. So we'll go ahead and look at this. So you have the humidor, which very minor assembly is needed on this one. As it comes from the box, you'll have to put the handle on there, but I'll show you guys when I open the door. It's just 2 screws that are already in there. You take your Phillips head screwdriver and just tighten them in. Very easy to do that. Now, the first thing also I want to talk about too, as you guys know, in the 250 count cigar humidor, they had a locking mechanism, but it created a gap even when it was still locked. And me personally, some people say they don't care about it. I don't think it should have been on there if it wasn't a proper lock, or just don't have the lock on there at all if it's not going to be a good lock. But with this one, don't have that problem. It doesn't move at all. There is no movement, which that's how a lock should be. If you're locking something, nothing should be able to get in. So huge fan of it. Definite upgrade. Of course, now you see the digital readout is not on the outside, it's gonna be on the interior. Now this is a freestanding unit. They say that it should be on the ground. Of course you see it's on my table here. This is where it's gonna stay. I like things to be, I don't like crouching and bending over all the time, so this is where it's gonna stay at for me. But we'll open the door up. As you see, you open the door, the lights come on. Definite upgrade with the lighting too. The model that I had, and I've seen from previous older models, there was just a little dome light at the top that was pretty much practically useless. Once you put cigars or a box of cigars up there, it pretty much was null and void. You just didn't see it at all. So these are all on the sides. They have it on each level. I'll probably cut the light off at some point and let you guys see how it looks too, but it illuminates very, very well. Now, on top of that, also you have a pull-out drawer. And then you have 3 pull-out shells, individual pull-out shells. So I'll just pull one of these shells out. They are adjustable, so you can move these up and down, just a FYI. I've had the unit now for approximately 2 weeks. You guys know with unboxings, I'm not a very big fan of just unboxing stuff and doing the review fresh out of the box, because A, something could be broken that I might need to talk to the manufacturer about reshipping a different unit or a part. And B, I like to see if the product, how it works. Now, at some point, I probably will come back in the next 6 months, maybe a year, and let you guys know if this unit is still working good. But I like to be able to use something for a little bit before I just go on screen and tell you I recommend it. So just a personal thing for me. It's rated at 840 cigars. I don't know, I didn't count the cigars I put in, but I still have plenty of room to put more cigars. I have some boxes, some random boxes in here, quite a few loose singles, which is great for me too. So with these, of course, you see they have a flip or a wall on the back and the front, so you can just move these things around. Don't have to worry about cigars falling in and out. Very, very thankful for that, because a guy like me, I prefer to keep singles in these kind of units. So I was very happy to hear about that. Now, I will say I probably will do some B-roll and show you guys the example of what I prefer that I wish that they did. The divider here is stabilized. It doesn't remove in and out. That's probably one of the few knocks on this unit. I wish you could have the option to just take it out or move it or adjust it to whatever length you want. So for me, When you're trying to keep Lanceros, Churchills, or bigger ring or larger Vitola cigars, they won't really fit in these unless you stand them up facing lengthwise. So you have to keep all of those down here. But hey, all in all, I'm still pretty pleased with this. You still have a nice sturdy door. Here you'll see your control panel. So this second button over here is the one that's the power button. You hold this one for 3 seconds, it'll cut the unit on or off. The first one over here is the humidification and temperature. So you'll see that one's blinking, that is your temperature, which ranges anywhere from 52 degrees to 74. I click over now, got humidification. It goes anywhere from 65 to 75. Now, 65 is cool. That's about as high as I usually store my cigars. I'm usually more in that 62, 63 range. So another thing for me, but I'm sure it's not gonna be a deal breaker for most people, I would prefer to see the unit go down to at least 60, but that's just a personal preference for me. It being at 65 is not a deal breaker, especially for as nice as the unit is, as many features as it has. So you have these, this is your up and down tab that'll allow you to change the temperature or the humidification up or down. And then you also have a button for the people overseas or across the pond. They use Celsius. Over in the States we use Fahrenheit, but you also get the opportunity to use Celsius or Fahrenheit. Now, another big proprietor or a big deal about this unit is pretty much an all-in-one unit, heating, cooling, self-humidification. Hence what I'll get to later about the price. But now you have the drawer that pulls out, and this is of course where I keep larger, like an A model cigar or just miscellaneous bags or bundles of cigars. I'll keep them down here. This drawer is pretty deep. Here you have your cap, which you pull off. And this allows you to pour distilled water into the unit, which there's a little tray on the back end I'll show you. And then you'll have your fill level line where you'll see not to fill over the water or to come spewing out. So this is a very nice feature as well. They say that you should refill this at least, they rate it for once a week or check weekly. That's about what I've been getting about. I've filled it up once since I had it in a little bit over the 2 weeks. So I would say about a week and a half, a week is about right. So you have your drawer here. Also, your door is going to be opened and closed from a magnetic feature. That's what's going to keep your door sealed. Oh, forgot to mention as well, you have your light switch. So if you're shutting and opening your door, you see how they come on and off? Kind of nice. I call it the Rolls Royce of cigar humidors. So if you want the lights to stay on, you just hit your light switch. And they don't go out, they stay on. Now you want to be careful about that. I don't think that it's really safe to just have the lights on all the time on the cigar. So me personally, I would never keep them like that unless it's like a kind of a feature just to kind of show them off or whatever. But hey, but again, this is not the thermoelectric version, it's the compressor version. So you want to make sure with the unit, you keep it upright for 24 hours before you plug it in. With the compressor, you don't want to end up or have a chance of messing up the compressor at all. For the first couple of days I hooked it in, you could hear little sounds and things like that. That's particularly normal. As I was reading in the manual, doing a little research of my own, that's just the refrigerant moving around trying to get settled. So these are one of those things, once you got it where you need it to be at, that's where it needs to stay at. So all in all, very, very good unit, very pleased with it. I felt like they addressed the shelving issue, the lighting issue, the lock issue. Of course, again, I just said the divider thing is kind of one of those things because some people might not hold as many singles as I do. They might be using this more as a box storage. But I also think the rating is pretty accurate too. It's probably in most cases I would see numbers and I wouldn't believe it, but I think that this could definitely hold around 840, 850 cigars. But all in all, oh, price point. So this is another one of those things people are, oh, how much does it cost? This unit is not cheap, but for what it does, I feel like the price is very reasonable. This unit runs around $1,500. Kind of a take it or leave it thing, you know, I can go get a cabinet, I can go get a handheld humidor, you can. But at the same time, in the 2 weeks that I've had this, I've literally just poured distilled water in it one time. And it took me all of 10 seconds to fill it up, and that's it. It heats, it cools, it self-humidifies. You don't have to worry about anything. With my desktop humidors, I'm always having to re-season probably a couple times a year. Even with my big old drink coolers, if you guys have seen in my humidor tours, I always have to refill the beads up, change the both of the packs out. This is just very low maintenance. That's why I think that this is a very appropriate price for what you're getting. And I'm telling you guys, this is a really, really nice unit. Not just saying that this is a nice unit. For me, I'm very happy to see this also because of the units that NewAir has put out. They had a big 300 or 400 count. This was long before I came around, which was nice, but I'm a guy that I have quite a few cigars. Now I know everybody's not, you know, they don't have that amount of volume of cigars, but it's nice to be able to have something downstairs. I just cover everything and I don't have to have 2 or 3 different units now. This thing just covers it all. I don't think I'll need over 840 cigars sitting down here, so this covers everything. So I've been very pleased with this. Like I said again, I probably will come back in 6 months, maybe a year, let you guys know for sure how it's going, but so far I have no complaints at all. It's been very good. This has been the NewAir 840 count compressor cigar humidor. And don't forget, I'll post the link in the bottom for a 10% discount code for those that are interested. I understand it's not gonna be for everybody, but there is a particular crowd, particular market that this unit is for. And with that being said, y'all know the name of the game is relaxation and enjoyment. And don't forget to be driven, never motivated. We will catch you on the next video. Y'all be good.